Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our City Council meeting for today, April 21st, 2025. This is the last one for the month of April. I want to thank you all for being here today. We're going to start this meeting off with our opening prayer to be led by Bishop Bonnie Underwood of All Saints Episcopal Church. And then we have the Pledge of Allegiance, which will come after, done by one of our own, Mr. Chris Rooks, who is the Interim Director for General Administration. If you all will please stand as Bishop Underwood starts us off in prayer.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we thank you for this, our beloved city of Warner Robins, and do ask that you bless this council meeting tonight. Continue to guide our leaders in all their efforts to serve this community. Grant them your spirit of wisdom, charity, and justice, and provide each of them with the courage and foresight to provide for the needs of the entire community with steadfast purpose, promoting the well-being of all people as we strive together to live into loving our neighbors, and strengthen them to use their many gifts that you have given them as they strive to serve this city. All this we ask in your most holy name, Almighty Creator, Redeemer, and Sustainer. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. All right, I want to thank Bishop Underwood. Before you leave, we're going to take a picture with you. But thank you for starting us off in prayer, and thank you, Mr. Rooks, for leading us in pledge. Council, if we'll go down and take a picture with Bishop Underwood. Well, I guess you can get one too if you want one, Rooks. You're part of the team, but yeah. All right. So I now officially call today's meeting to order. There are QR codes on the back of the rotunda where you can scan and follow along with our agenda on your smart devices. I will now request an adoption of the agenda with the following revision: removing item number 2F4 and creating item number 10, which is a motion for HVAC services to be discussed by Councilman Curtis.
Mayor, I move to adopt the agenda with the exception of removing item 2F4 to the general agenda, item number 10, and this is for HVAC repair, and it will be discussed by Councilman Curtis.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Lawrenson, seconded by Councilman Bibb. All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up is announcements. I do want to announce that April 2025 is Fair Housing Month in the city of Warner Robins and across our nation, as well as Community Development Week, which is April 21st through the 25th. So I wanted to make sure we mentioned those two things. There is a proclamation that'll be read at a separate time outside of council meeting, but I still wanted to acknowledge those two important things. Now we're up to the proclamations, awards, and presentations. And I have one proclamation to read, which is going to be Earth Week. We have a presentation by the King's Chapel Elementary School Beta Club. I can't wait to hear from the little ones. And some recognitions and awards following that. All right, so our first proclamation and only proclamation for this meeting is Earth Week. If there's anyone here to accept the proclamation for Earth Week, I'm going to ask if you'll please come up to the front where the rotunda is so that I can read this proclamation and then present it to you. Earth Week, April 21st through 27th, 2025. Whereas the City of Warner Robins recognizes the importance of protecting our environment and natural resources for current and future generations, and whereas Earth Week, first celebrated in 1970, marks an annual commitment to environmental stewardship, community engagement, and sustainable practices worldwide. And whereas the citizens of Warner Robins benefit from a healthy environment, including clean air, water, and green spaces that enhance our quality of life, economic vitality, and community well-being. And whereas efforts to plant and maintain trees, restore pollinator habitats, reduce waste, conserve water, and promote sustainable land management contribute to the resilience and beauty of our city. And whereas the City of Warner Robins encourages individuals, businesses, schools, and community organizations to participate in activities that promote environmental awareness and action, including tree plantings, recycling initiatives, educational programs, and conservation projects. And whereas Earth Week serves as a reminder of our shared responsibility to be good stewards of the environment and to adopt practices that protect our natural resources for future generations. And now, therefore, be it proclaimed by myself, on behalf of City Council and the citizens of Warner Robins, do hereby proclaim the week of April 21st through 27th as Earth Week in Warner Robins and encourage all residents to participate in Earth Week activities and to commit to making sustainable choices every day. So let's give it up for Earth Week in Warner Robins. And I know we're going to take a picture. Did you want to say any words, Tiffany? Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, see, you need to say that because.
Good evening, everybody. I am Tiffany, the manager of Keep Warner Robins Beautiful, and I want to thank Mayor and Council and Mr. Drinkard. This is the very first Earth Week recognized by the City of Warner Robins, so it is historic for us. Keep Warner Robins Beautiful works every day to clean our community and plant trees and do this type of work, so if you guys want to get involved, we always have something going on. We have a cleanup Wednesday, and then we have tire amnesty Friday and Saturday. So please come on out and join us.
Thank you. And with Ms. Bowen, we have members of the Keep Warner Robins Beautiful Board who have come to celebrate in this proclamation. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to present this to you all. You can get some photos. And thank you for all that you do to help keep Warner Robins beautiful. All right, so next up, we have a presentation by Kings Chapel Elementary School Beta Club. If you all would please come forward. All right, and we have Miss Mandy Aiken, who's going to say some words in this presentation. And she is a teacher for the Beta Club at Kings Chapel Elementary School. And also, I'll ask Mr. Brian Wise if you'll go up and stand with the students as well. All right, here you go.
Good evening. We are here on behalf of Kings Chapel Elementary School to present the socks that we collected during our school-wide sock drive. We're proud to give these to Mr. Brian Wise and the Haven Hope House in the city of Warner Robins. Our students learn the importance of giving back, and we hope that this small gesture brings comfort to those in need. Thank you for supporting our community and for letting us be a part of it.
All right, and these students worked hard to do something for individuals who are in need in our community, collecting over 200 socks and undergarments. So thank you all for being leaders at such a small age and doing something impactful for your community. All right, so next up, we have a recognition for Animal Control Week. So I think we have some members from our animal control who are here with some of our little furry friends. If you all would please come forward. And all of these furry friends coming up are adoptable. So take your pic, tell your friends, take some pictures. Let's get these guys a home, a loving home. All right, so our animal control, they have a job where they're caring for our furry-legged residents in Houston County outside of Perry, not including Perry. But we take care of all of those animals, cats included, and they have the job of making sure that all of the animals and pets receive love, receive nurturing and care while they are awaiting your homes, for you to make space for them at your home. So our goal is always to get as many of the animals in our animal control adopted so that everything is good with the world. without having to go into details. So help us and do your part in adopting a pet. I have the Warner Robins first pet is going to be adopted soon, so I'm so excited to bring him into my home. And when you see a furry friend, please consider, if you have space and looking for a pet, to adopt a pet from our local shelter. We always have new pets that come in. Many people don't know to look for them, but check us out and you can see who may be able to be a good fit for your family. So we want to take a picture with our animal control and our furry friends. They're really excited. I think they found some potential owners in the audience. So you all, take your pick so they can go home with you today. Council, let's take a picture with all of our furry friends, and let's do a special thank you to our animal control officers for all they do, a division that is sometimes overlooked. And as you see, they work really hard to maintain and take control of our animals who want to do what they want to do, because they're just so excited to be here today. But we're going to get a picture, and thank you all so much for what you do every day. Are y'all scared of the dog?
Right, I think she's whistling for the dog. She's whistling for the dog.
Good job. Thank you. You want to say anything? Thank you. How many years you been doing this? All right, and thank you all from the Animal Control for being here. Thank you, Mr. Greg Langston, who runs the team over there. We have Captain Clay as well. But Mr. Greg Langston, he has worked for Animal Control for 36 years. So thank you for your dedication to our team. All right, now we have an award for Visionary Steward Award, and there are several individuals who will receive this award, but they're unable to be here today, so we're going to move forward with presenting this Visionary Steward Award to an individual who I hope is in the audience, and her name is Albertina Chumacero. Yes. So let's give it up for her as she comes forward. All right, and Miss Albertina is, many of you may know her face, you may know her name, and she has a profession to make everyone look and feel beautiful. She is the owner of Tina's, the building that was downtown for decades, serving many individuals in our community, including generals and their wives. So we just want to give this Visionary Steward Award to Miss Albertina for recognizing her commitment to progress and contribution to the transition of Commercial Circle. Your support has helped shape a vibrant, thriving future for the city of Warner Robins. And I just want to thank you again. I've thanked you so many times, but we wanted to thank you in a bigger venue than just being at the space near your previous location, just so you know how much of a steward you are in your vision for our city. I know you have some family who is here as well. I think someone may have some words to share. Nope. All right. And if you want to say about a minute or so, you can. And then we'd like to take a picture with you so I can present this award to you with your family and also City Council. Okay.
Good afternoon to everybody. I was in my shop for almost 40 years, but I'm still missing my shop. It just things happen. It has to be that way. But I just want to say thank you to all my people, especially the base, all the militaries and everyone was there. 10 years ago, they want to do this thing. 10 years, maybe more. But you know, all the base, they stood up and say, no, that's our barbershop. So after 10 years, this happened again, but I'm getting older too, so I need to stay home and say thank you to all my customers, whoever is listening to me, whoever is here. But I appreciate all the business. They were wonderful people. They will always speak up for me, because we did the best we can with our business. And the people was very grateful, very nice. And we enjoyed working with them, especially Warner Robins people in the base. So thank you so much for all the help, if you all know me. Thank you so much. And God bless you.
If you go to the middle here, you'll call your family up. I'll come present it to you. All right, can the family please come forward as well for a photo? And this Visionary Steward Award, Council, you can make your way around as well for the photo. But this Visionary Steward Award is an honor. It's an honor to receive this from the City of Warner Robins, especially as we continue our progress in redeveloping the downtown district. All of the owners of private property that shook hands and agreed with us on the vision for Commercial Circle will be recipients of a Visionary Steward Award. So Ms. Tina, she was recognized today for a number of reasons, but she not only bought into the vision for our downtown, she also is a huge contributor in our community through community service and other efforts in our city. All right, next up, we're going to have Employee Service Awards. If Ms. Melanie Byer will please come forward.
Gotcha.
right. This evening, we have 5 employee service awards to award. The first is for Miss Julia Mize, City Attorney, with 5 years of service. All right, next we have Andrew Esther. He's a code enforcement official with our Building and Inspections Department with 10 years of service. All right, next we have Miss Mandy Stella, our city clerk, with 10 years of service.
I was trying to get you all to come take a picture with her, but she said we'd be embarrassed.
Oh, Mandy, they're not embarrassed. Yep, that's her kid.
All right, and next we have Sergio Alcantar. He's a heavy equipment operator with our Public Works Stormwater Department with 15 years of service.
All right, Mr. Sergio, thank you for 6 years of commitment to the city of Warner Robins. Thanks for all that you do, day in and day out.
right, and our final award this evening is Mr. Terry Wood. He's our interim building and inspections director for 15 years of service.
All right, now back down to business. First item up on our agenda is an executive session for real estate and cybersecurity. That means that we will be exiting this room once a motion and once a motion carries to discuss real estate and cybersecurity. So at this moment, I will request the
Madam Mayor,
motion.
if I could, very quickly, we will not need the cybersecurity items, so this will only be real estate.
Thank you, Mr. Drinkard.
Mayor, I move to go into executive session to discuss real estate only.
And I second that, Mayor.
Okay, motion by Councilman Lawrenson, seconded by Councilman Bibb. All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. The motion carries. We are now exiting for executive session. We will be coming back into the chambers to finish city business as agenda item 1 through 10 as revised has not yet been addressed. So please stick around if you can. It should not be long, but if you have to leave, please continue along on our streaming and follow what's happening today in our council meeting. Thank you.
Oh, they are nice with a little. Oh, I know.
Say, soon as she graduated, they keep walking to get your own key. So well. You got kids your own back in the house. Oh, he the baby. Your baby's gone. But now you got the grandbaby. What do you, so that's your granddaughter's thing? Oh my goodness. Oh, you really started back over. I'm gonna take little mama to school, you know she used to that. What decided they gonna do it though? Which one up here? Oh shit, house. Okay. She the way to lead her out. Yeah. That's Eli Potter. Well, last time, remember, one time it rained. Remember, then they canceled. It's all time. Jesus. I have no idea. I know that the helping team will be in. Something like that. Oh yeah, 'cause they go eat, you go get them in. A lot of them, they parents out there, they get them. Come back out here.
The last day of school, isn't it?
21st.
Oh, well, yeah, this thing might be first.
What you got to put on summer school? You gonna take it back out there? Okay. That's good. Yeah. They graduated. You see their graduation. She had that late birthday. She knows. Yeah. She doesn't want you to take your time to tell her. Yeah, I can see it. That big boy, before he hit that leg. And that. And she won't even say that when she get up. She can see them kids jumping that line like a robot. She don't say that. Well, she had big game today. She one hand to wear her hair down. She'll crawl from it. Yeah, and she crawl from it forward.
get that project moving.
Sell it.
All right, we're back from executive session. I'm going to request a motion that we go back into regular session.
Mayor, I make a motion we return to regular session.
Second.
All right, motion by Councilman Lashley, seconded by Councilman Holmes. All in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries. On to item number 1, formal public comments pertaining to current agenda items only. If there's anyone who has a comment about something listed on item 2 through 10 as amended on this agenda, you have your opportunity to make your voice heard. Please note, if you have a general comment or concern, you will have another opportunity at the end of the agenda to do so. This is simply for individuals who currently have something to say about item number 2 through 10 only. The door is open. Going once. Going twice. The door is now closed. On to item number 2, which is a consent agenda to be discussed by Councilman Bibb.
Thank you, Mayor. I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. A, April 7, 2025 meeting minutes, a resolution for GERMA liability renewal for 2025, a resolution for Title VI non-discrimination agreement for GDOT, a resolution for Coca-Cola beverage agreement. E, home occupation permit. And we just want to add Jared Icar is the only one asking for that. Congratulations. Purchasing items. Warner Robins PD Central Square, $165,476.89. Attorney's Office, Bryson, Askew, and Berry, $11,415. Public Works, McLeod Auto Company, LLC, $35,000. And the last one, General Admission, Cybersecurity Goods and Services for $11,943.93.
I second that, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Bibb, seconded by Councilman Mack. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 3 is a resolution for an amendment to the safety programs to be discussed by Councilman Holmes.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the resolution for amending the safety program for the city of Warner Robins, specifically general guidelines in using personal protective equipment, PPE, safety apparatus, also added in Section 2, according to the job task and work environment, and clarifications on what subject matter falls under the jurisdiction of the Safety Committee under Section 4 enforcement. I move for the adoption.
I'll second.
Motion by Councilman Holmes, seconded by Councilman Lashley. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 4 is a resolution for Cleverway and Electric Avenue to be discussed by Councilman Curtis.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I motion to approve the resolution to hereby accept the road previously known as Cleaver Way and now known as Electric Avenue as a city street, including all attended right-of-ways.
Madam Mayor, I second that motion.
Motion by Councilman Curtis, seconded by Councilman Holmes. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 5 is a resolution for the interlocal purchasing system, which is called TIPS, to be discussed by Councilman Lawrenson.
Thank you, Mayor. I motion to approve the resolution to authorize Mayor LaRonda W. Patrick to execute the contract between the Interlocal Purchasing System, otherwise known as TIPS, for the access to competitively procured purchasing contracts that may offer an advantage in the acquisition of goods and services.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Lawrenson, seconded by Councilman Bibb. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 6 is an ordinance for a classification plan update to be discussed by Councilman Lashley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I make a motion to approve the ordinance for changes to the City of Warner Robins classification plan as follows. Number 1, moving code enforcement official position in the employees, 7 currently in it, from the Building and Inspections Department to Police Department. Number 2, reactivating the City Marshal Compliance Enforcement Manager position and moving it to the Police Department. 3, deactivating the City Marshal Assistant Building and Inspection Department Director position and moving the employee currently in the position into the City Marshal Compliance Enforcement Manager position at the Police Department. Number 4, increasing the authorized strength of the Administrative Secretary PD position by 1 to 6 positions, and 5, decreasing the authorized strength of the Administrative Secretary BI position by 1 to 1 position and moving the employee currently filling the duties with code enforcement to the position at the Police Department. The full packet is online for your viewing, and I would like to waive that second reading.
I second it.
Motion by Councilman Lashley, waiving the second reading, seconded by Councilman Curtis. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 7 is an ordinance for an amendment to Chapter 2, Article 6 of our code to be discussed by Councilman Mack.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance that the tulip poplar be hereby designated as the official tree of Warner Robins in that Chapter 2, Article 6, Division 4, Section 2-229, subsection 2 of the Code of the City of Warner Robins, Georgia, is hereby amended by striking the words crepe myrtle and replacing them with the words tulip popular. You can find the full packet online, and I'd like to waive the second reading.
I second.
Motion by Councilman Mack, seconded by Councilman Curtis. Any discussion?
Yes, ma'am. I would just like to make a note that the tulip poplar is one of the fastest growing shade trees that there is. And it's real easy for upkeep, trimming. The leaf removal is nowhere near as difficult as a lot of the oaks and things like that. So this is a great tree.
Any other discussion? All right, so so you guys heard it. If this motion passes, the official tree for Warner Robins, if I am correct, changes from crepe myrtle to the tulip poplar. So make sure you look up and see what that looks like, because you should be seeing it in lots of places coming up if this motion so passes. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. We have a new official tree in Warner Robins. All right, now Item number 8 is a motion for a change order for Pro Construction to be discussed by Councilman Bibb.
Thank you, Mayor. I make a motion to approve Pro Construction change order number 2 for the new roof at Haven Hope House in the amount of $29,680.
I second that, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Bibb, seconded by Councilman Mack. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 9 is a motion for the issuance of the LIHTC GIC letter to be discussed by Councilman Holmes.
Thank you, Mayor. I bring before you a motion to approve the Warner Robins GIC Committee recommendation to support the low-income housing tax credit. The GIC, GICH is the Georgia Initiative for Community Housing application proposed by Prestwick Development to Emerson. I move for the adoption of this motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Councilman Holmes, seconded by Councilman Lashley. Any discussion?
Yes, Mayor. I was glad to read this and see this and where it's going to be put. Was excited about that and what we all voted for to continue to put some work for housing in our community to address those needs. So we're excited to see this come.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Aye. Motion carries unanimously. Item number 10 as revised is a motion for Item number 10 as revised is a motion for HVAC services to be discussed by Councilman Curtis.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I motion to approve Mayor LaRonda Patrick to execute the necessary agreements with Hayes HVAC not to exceed $57,000. Replacement of the HVAC at the City of Warner Robins Annex Building.
I'll second that, Mayor.
Motion by Councilman Curtis, seconded by Councilman Bibb. Any discussion? All those in favor, please state aye and raise your hand. Motion carries unanimously. And we have now made it to the end of our numbered agenda item. Thank you all for moving it along nicely. And now it is opportunity for our citizens who are here. If they have any comments, questions, or concerns they'd like to make, you will have your opportunity at the podium. You'll have 3 minutes on the clock. That'll give you a countdown and a buzzer once your time is complete. Please be sure to state your name and address for the record. The floor is now open for general citizen comments. And also please note that council and I will not respond to you, but we are listening.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, and good evening, council members. My name is Jose Segarra. I live in 110 Havelock Circle on Hatcher Estates subdivision off of Russell Extension and Lake Joy. We are here, I'm representing our neighbors, and we'd like to start first indicating how grateful we are to the city and this administration for the great job you guys are doing in Russell Extension west of Houston Lake Road. It is very comforting, even in the worst day at work on base, to come back home and see how clean that Russell Extension is and how well it's kept, mowed, and when guardrails are broken, you guys come in quick and repair those. It's very comforting, and psychologically it makes a big impact for a lot of our residents that live in that part of the city. Thank you very much for your leadership, for every council member, for everything that you have done for this area. We appreciate it. My place tonight, I want to bring a couple of points, and these are based on a council meeting that took place back in May 21st of 2007, where some motions were made and were carried, and these have to do with our subdivision rezoning next to our subdivision along Russell Extension We noticed that there are some trees that have been recently removed from the area, and we understand that development is coming. We're not opposed to that. We just want to make sure that we have a good relationship with our future neighbors and the city to work with everybody so we can maintain a good value for our area and our subdivision and our neighborhood. Some of the points that were passed during that meeting, there were 4, and our request is that this council honor those points that were made back then. The first point was a 10-foot masonry fence along the southerly border line of the C2 zone property, which is at the corner of Russell Extension and Lake Joy. The second point was that there will be no connection between Paddington Way and Russell Extension. The third point that was made and passed during that meeting was that no dumpsters shall be placed adjacent to the southerly property line, next to the residential area, which is our Hatcher Estate subdivision. And the last point that was passed was that the representatives of our neighborhood, Hatcher Estates, shall be notified when site plans are received and are reviewed by the council. The other point that we want to make was that in recent investigation, we at that time the corner lot was zoned C2 and the rest of the area was zoned C1. Recent investigation on the Houston County Assessor's website shows the C2 all along the area. We just kindly request that you guys take a look at it and verify the zoning that is currently in that area. Those are the 2 points that we want to make at this point. Thank you for your allowing us to work with you.
Thank you, Mr. Cigar. Appreciate it. Will there be any others?
Good evening, Madam Mayor, City Council. I'm Don Johnson. I live at 304 States Way. Hey, I just want to let you guys know that y'all are doing a fantastic job with the city and the growth, and growth is good. We just, as a community, have to work together for the growth, for the good of the city, the neighbors, and homeowners. And I just say that to say this. I've been in my house 10 years. When I seen the trees come down, yes, I was kind of hurt and sore. And I think if you guys were in my shoes, y'all would probably feel the same way. And I don't know that anybody in here would want to come and trade places with me right now as a homeowner. But we know growth is coming. We know change is good sometime. And we have to work together as a community to make the change work for everybody. So we're just asking that you guys be fair to us. We'll be fair to you. We're open to, the buffers and all the things that should take place when change come, and don't just write a blank check to somebody and let them do what they want and don't look out for the community who are the taxpayers and the supporters of this community. And so with that being said, we just want to thank you again, for the job that you guys are doing, because you're doing a great job as far as the community goes and what's being built. And, I've been here for 30 years, and so I've seen it. And I've seen it come and I've seen it go, but growth is good. And we're in a small city with a big town feel is what we have here. So with that being said, keep on doing what you're doing. Just let's be open to each other in a good community and work together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Okay.
Good evening, Mayor, Councilman. How's everybody doing? Well, we're doing fine, too. I'm Johnny Johnson. I live in Hatcher Estates, 103 Havelock Circle. I'm not going to reiterate what everybody just said, but I want to point out a couple things that I have seen. Been here for 20-plus years, retired military, love the community, love the downtown that's coming. And, oh, by the way, I'm a president of a Corvette club, so we do a lot of community events. I would just put that out there. But what I want to point out is that other establishments have went up, and I didn't notice any sidewalks that came along with those places, i.e. CVS, car wash, Walmart, and just going on down. There's no connection of sidewalks in that area. So what I wanted to point out is that we would like to see sidewalks in our area as well. And that's all I have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Johnson.
Hello. My name is Etta Kelly, and I live at 300 Estates Way. And my home is directly affected by the changes that are behind our neighborhood, where the trees were mowed down, and it was mowed down because they woke us up every single day at 7 o'clock in the morning with the construction. And I also live on Paddington Way, where they want to, we hope that they do not put an extension, do not open that road up for commercial traffic, because my home and my neighbor's home are the only two that will be negatively affected by the open, seriously affected, I should say. The whole neighborhood would be affected because we do have children that play in the streets, especially Paddington Way, and we want to make sure that they do not open that. Plus, you talked about Earth Week this time. The trees were mowed down with no consideration. You did not ask the animals, did they want their house to be taken away? There was active owl nesting. There were active robins nesting. There were active cardinals nesting in that area, deer, just other wildlife, and now they have no place to go because it's just no greenery. So we ask that when they do finish the commercial, that they do put in greenery as a barrier, because right now we hear road noises 24/7, and also with the dirt that comes with the increased traffic. So that is, we ask for a living barrier, not just a wall, a living barrier. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kelly. Will there be any others?
Hey, my name is Tim Burwell. I live at 202 Spanish Trail. I want to maybe mention about Paddington Way real quickly, but I'll come back to it. BJ's Wholesale Club, the Assembly at Warner Robins, Waffle House, Publix, Byron Family Dental Care, Pediatric Convenient Care of Warner Robins, Sol Azteca Mexican Grill, Gun Nutrition, Harvest Church, Quail Run Elementary School, numerous medical offices, Mercer Engineering Research Center, Georgia Tech Research Institute, Fort Valley State, Japanese Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, Jim and Nick's Barbecue, Slim Chickens, Bojangles, The Bike Store, Tea Break, Fo and Bubba, Game On, Sports Cafe, and I could go on and on and on with this list. Kroger, Publix, Galleria Mall, O'Charlie's, Buffalo Wild Wings, Eagle Springs Elementary School, County Public Library at Centerville, First Baptist Church of Centerville. What all of these things have in common is that all of them are a 6 or 7 minute bike or scooter ride and a 20 to 25 minute or less walk or motorized wheelchair ride from the development that was on agenda number 9. So all of those are that close. That's a long list. That's not even a comprehensive list of all the amenities and things that are within a close range of that. So I know the scoring questionnaire that they used measures walkability at a quarter mile, which is about a 5 or 6 minute walk. But even within this range and definition, this development is walkable to a number of restaurants and shops. Within a 1.25 mile radius of this agenda number 9 development, there's a population of 8,176 people, which is bigger than a lot of small towns and probably with a better list of amenities. So after housing, transportation is the second largest expense that people face. Now, I can't prescribe all the exact interventions that we could be done in that area to make it truly accessible, but I really believe we can do a better job without spending a lot of money and without being burdensome with a little incremental cost. And I have some experience in this, a little incremental cost when we develop these sites. We can require modern micromobility standards for developers and more seamless community integration, which gets at Paddington Way. The answer to that problem is modal filter. But we need a code whisperer on staff, and maybe we have that. I hope we do. We can also use tactical quick build materials to create safer, more welcoming environments. Your legal indemnification when it comes to the roads, it's there to encourage safety interventions, not discourage them. So we should be doing that. I will say that the intersection at Osesian and 41 is going to continue to be a problem because cars try to go straight across to Publix or try to make a left turn. It's very difficult with the traffic at the Watson intersection. I've long thought that should be a roundabout. I could go on with that. I will just close. I say that nationally, 45% of car trips are 3 miles or less. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burgle. Will there be any others?
Good evening. I'm Ray Williams at 102 Newton Lane in Wilson Hills. I was calling about, I was wanting to come in here because I've called the utilities department several times about some leaks we've seen in the road, and I've called more frequency lately with new leaks as they're getting worse. What was one place leaking in the road has now turned into 3. I've asked about speaking to the supervisor there and have not been able to get a hold of him. I don't think they've actually come out and actually put any flags to even look at the issue. The road is now buckling, and it's actually bouncy. It's unstable, and it feels like the longer this goes on, the more expensive the fix is going to be. More man hours and more road to repair. The concrete, there's a sewer drain right there, and the concrete is sinking in that spot too from the leak. And we've had somebody come out before when we had a leak in the yard, and they were really good about getting that done. But now that it's something out in the road, doesn't seem like anybody's getting anything done. So, thank you.
Sir?
Oh,
Yeah,
it's 102 Newton Lane. Yes, sir. Lane.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Will there be any others? Going once, going twice. The door is now closed. Thank you to all the individuals who came to speak to us today at the podium. We do appreciate you sharing your thoughts and concerns with us so that we can properly address them. Now we have made it to council comments. I can't remember who went first last time. You went first? Okay. Okay. So, Viv, you can go first. Then you're second.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. While it's fresh on my brain, thank you for the Hatcher folks that showed up today. You guys were very professional, and I appreciate that. It's not too often that people come in when they got grievances in their neighborhood and give us compliments like that. And we really appreciate that you take notice of what's going on in the city. And we will be addressing your area over there. All of us are already talking about it. And so we are on top of those things. Mr. Johnson, I do want you to know that in the pre-council, I brought up about the sidewalks over there. And you weren't there for that. And think all of us were told we're number 1 on the list to get that fixed and to get that addressed. So that ought to make you smile and be happy too. So we're on top of that. Thank you guys for showing up and being, ma'am, and being the way you were today. We appreciate that, and I hope our other community takes note. We are definitely here to help our community when it comes to that. It is awesome and a privilege to stand here and to be able to be an advocate for you guys and for our city and to get things accomplished like that. Me and my wife were talking today, and it's just a thrill to be in the community, to be a servant to the community, and to be involved. involved and see everything that's going on and be a part of it. It really is. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for putting me in this seat, and I hope I continue to make my community very pleased in making this city grow as we grow together and we all can get along. There's a lot of exciting things going on in Warner Robins, and glad to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Bibb. Councilman Lawrenson.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I would like to personally thank Kings Chapel Elementary Beta Club for their donation tonight to Mr. Wise and to the Haven Hope House. And I know we've been waiting for this for quite a while, but just thank them for contributing to this particular most valuable asset that we're going to be able to enjoy for many, many years in our community. What a valuable asset this will be. And special thank you to those young folks. Also, one thing amongst the many, many, many things I could brag about as far as our city goes is that we have had outstanding representation in our attorney's office. And I'm just so thankful for not only Mr. Elliott for all those years, but now for Ms. Mize, who's already been here 5 years, doing a fantastic job. I just want to thank you so much for your service and how great you represent us. Also, Mr. Andrew Esther, tonight with 10 years, I was fortunate enough to be able to ride with him one day and really enjoyed that, and I appreciate him and all his service as well. And for Ms. Stella, thank you, Ms. Stella, for doing a fantastic job in the city clerk's office. Ever since you've been with our city these last 10 years, your service has been exceptional, regardless of what position you were in. Also congratulate to Mr. Sergio from Stormwater, and then also Mr. Terry Wood for his 15 years of service, and thank him for all that he's done. And I believe that's all I have. God bless. Have a great week.
Thank you, Councilman Lawrenson. Councilman Lashley.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yeah, everybody else has hit on all the highlights, but it is refreshing to see people come in when they do have a grievance and they address it professionally, not immediately bring out the pitchforks and torches right out the gate. It's nice to have civil discourse with people to discuss things ahead of time, as opposed to coming in and wanting to lynch everybody up and burn our houses down for decisions we haven't even made yet. But thank you again for that. Also, I was cutting up earlier, you know, and I say it every time, but you look at 5 years, 10 years, 10 years, 15 years, 15 years. Between these two up here with Miss Julie and Miss Mandy, they're like the team moms of one of the most rambunctious T-ball teams ever. And yeah, definitely a thank you for the service that y'all provided and keeping us straight. I promise you this job would not at all be anything that you would want to tackle if it wasn't for the entire team that's up here, but most importantly, the lady that keeps us out of jail and the lady that keeps us on time and straight. So thank y'all so much. Andrew and Sergio and Terry, of course, 15 and 10 years together there. I've known Mr. Terry. I actually thought that Mr. Terry was getting a 100-year award here tonight because I feel like he's not here anymore, and I can say that now. But it feels like he's been involved with this city for as long, and I know it's a family tradition because his dad was the first chief of the fire department here. And it just, it's awesome to see, you know, he had a daughter that was on the fire department. It's awesome to see that. You don't see it in a lot of places anymore, but this city seems to be able to bring families along. And I'm currently kind of quasi part of the family because his grandson is dating my oldest daughter. So they're good folks, and you know they got to be if I'm going to let anybody date my daughter. So that's all there is to it. But other than that, again, thank you for the service award, people. That's amazing. I love seeing tenure. Tenure means that you have knowledge of what you're doing and you know how to handle people. And we've got to be doing something correct up here because people love to stay. So I'm looking at you. You're staying next, right? Yeah. All right. But that's all my time. I was going to propose a 3-minute rule on us too, but I ran over.
Thank you, Councilman Lashley. Councilman Holmes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. First of all, I'd like to echo what has been said already. We are a team, and I said we are a team. And it does make you feel good when you're out in the community, you're in public, and people come up to you and compliment you on what you're doing. Now that's a major change because that hasn't always been the case. But it's a major change, and I'm happy to be a part of that team. I have the names and everyone that received the awards also, and I'm going to skip over everything but two. Mandy Stella is a jewel to me. She's doing an outstanding job. She has done an outstanding job. Attorney Myers, likewise, she's keeping us out of other uniforms. You know, I like the uniform I wear now that I pick out, not somebody else picking it out. Having said that, thank you all, and remember that we are a team. We are a team, and I'm going to continue to stress that. And I'd like to remain a part of this team.
Thank you, Councilman Holmes. Councilman Curtis.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to say I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. I would be remiss if I did not say that. We lost a good human being in Pope Francis. But ladies, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your continued dedication to the 87,000 citizens that we serve. And again, thank you for keeping us out of jail and keeping us on time. And we truly, truly appreciate the work that you've done for us. So keep up the good work. It's been a pleasure and an honor working with you too, and to the other guys too that left. But we truly, truly appreciate you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Curtis. Councilman Mack.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. To repeat what everyone said is worth repeating. To everyone that got the service awards and for their tenure, their knowledge to do their job in the capacity in which they do it is a blessing for the city of Warner Robins. But like Councilman Curtis, Councilman Holmes, Councilman Lashley, Lawrence, and Councilman Bibbs said about these two young ladies, I approached Attorney Mize a couple of months ago telling her that I didn't think she got enough attaboys, and I personally said thank you for what you do, because what she does could be very stressful with this big machine and all the moving parts in it, and she does a fantastic job. Even if she doesn't know, she knows how to get the information to keep us on the straight and narrow, to keep us above board and in compliance with the things that we should be in. So thank you again. All right. Nothing's facially invalid. That's the term I learned from her that I use with my team. And Mandy Stella, I've often texted you to tell you how much I appreciate you. Since day one, you've been a comfort zone for me. You've shown me where I needed to be at in a timely manner and what I needed to fill out. You've kept everything above board with me. So I want to personally say thank you again, because I often come in your office and tell you thank you, text message, thank you. And I sincerely, sincerely appreciate you, because it's a huge sacrifice, because you're on the clock 24 hours a day. And she always answers the phone. So thank you. Thank you. With that being said, I also want to shout out this organization that the Houston County Board of Education adapted sports program, the Houston County Sharks. If you've ever had an opportunity to participate and support this organization, please go support this organization. They're wheelchair-bound special needs kids from grades 1 through 12. They play handball, basketball, and football from their wheelchairs. And they are 21 state championships in 10 years. That's how many they won. They are really, 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 really good. Ask me how I know. I participated in the game. We got beat 47-0. Yes, we didn't catch a pass. Didn't get a first down, and they were very serious. One of the kids has a scholarship to Auburn. They're that good. So if you get a chance, look on the Houston County Board of Education's website, check their schedule out in all sports. I'm telling you, you will enjoy it, and they need the community's support tremendously. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Mack. All right, thank you to all the council for your comments. I'm just going to state one thing, and it's about a training I had an opportunity in participating in on Saturday, which is a 2025 mass casualty training that was hosted at Central Georgia Technical College. It was an amazing, amazing experience to see how much effort went into that training exercise for approximately 400 people on a Saturday from different agencies. All of the governments inside of Houston and County participated when it comes to public safety, so police and fire. To see them come together for an exercise that is our proactive way in making sure that we are prepared if ever a mass casualty situation or a mass shooting situation happens on our soil. I got to see how the officers responded, how they were communicating with different agencies to make sure we're all working towards one mission and interacting properly to make sure all of the individuals who were injured or in other cases deceased got the attention that was needed, that the bad actors were captured and dealt with. And the cool thing about this exercise, which was fake, it was not real, this was an exercise, a training, but we had individuals from Central Georgia Technical College and other volunteers who signed up to be the victims, the individuals watching a soccer game where a mass shooting took place, and all of them played their roles all the way through to the T. And the cool thing, well, one of the many cool things about it is everything was enacted as if it was really happening. Our police department, public safety didn't know what was going to happen. But they came in and they reacted the way that they should. Allowed us to see if there's any gaps in communication. Allows our guys to be debriefed so we know how to respond more properly if this were to occur. And whenever there was a person who got injured, say a gunshot wound to the head or to the leg or abdomen, they were taken in real ambulance to the Sonny Watson building across from Central Georgia Technical College, where they were rendered aid as if they truly had the injury. Just to see the whole operation, including 911 dispatch with their satellite office, taking the calls as if one of the guests at the soccer game was really reporting that there is a shooter, and to see how fast everyone responded on scene, it was amazing. I could go on and on, as you can see, but if you ever get an opportunity to see a mass casualty training, please make sure you do it. Thank you, Chief, for allowing me to be a part of that and experience it, and I guess giving me the summary and explaining everything to me as it's happening so that I know what to expect. But one note about it is we are the only mass casualty training that happens the way that it does in our state, in one location, touching all these individuals. So I think that's worth noting, and I was just so proud, beaming with pride, seeing our guys come into action on the wake of the Florida State University tragedy, to see our guys act as if this was real time happening here. So anyway, thank you to all of our public safety from all of the agencies that participated on Saturday, including 911 dispatch, the nursing team at Central Georgia Technical College, EMS at Houston Healthcare and their staff, and doctors and everyone. It was an amazing experience, and thank you for taking our lives seriously and being proactive in your training. And with that, meeting is adjourned. Have a great week, and we'll see you next month.